Good morning. Let's see how the yogurt worked. It's still 90 degrees in the oven. And and that is yogurt. All this yellowy liquid is whey, and this is the nice creamy yogurt that was produced last night, incubating. Alright, so I'm sticking that in the fridge for a little bit so it can kind of cool down before I start the straining process. Oh, and I forgot to say that that was incubating for 9 hours. So that's what it looks like. Could have done a little more, could have done a little less, but it worked. Alright, so now I'm getting ready to strain the yogurt. Putting it in the fridge stopped the incubation process and is letting it cool and kind of solidify a little more so that when I strain it doesn't just strain as easily. And now that it's been sitting in there for a while, I'm going to put together my straining contraption. I'm going to take a strainer, and you can use cheesecloth or a t-shirt, and I don't have cheesecloth, I'm going to get some, but I've just been using this t-shirt, and I'm going to cover my strainer. I'm placing my strainer into a bowl, so the strainer is going to hold the yogurt, and this bowl is going to catch any whey that comes from making yogurt. So you can take a cheesecloth or a t-shirt, and I just used an old t-shirt. I'm going to cover the strainer to hold on to all the yogurt. And now, since this is extra fabric, since I'm using this t-shirt, I'm just going to set this into another bowl because basically it's going to wick. It's going to wick any liquid out. I don't want that coming out in my fridge. Now I'm going to add the yogurt to the strainer. Now it's all ready to strain. Basically, you want to strain this for 4 hours or so. I'm going to be gone all day working, so I'm going to kind of adjust the protocol a little bit, but if you strain it for 4 hours, that'll be fine. And at this point, it's just a matter of finding the consistency of the yogurt you want. Alright, so now I'm going to cover this up, and I just covered it with a plate. Now I'm just going to stick that back in the fridge to keep it good, and I'm going to let it strain while I'm at work.
Yeah, now they move away.
We are testing out our Zerostat 3, the pistol that neutralizes static. Oh my God. So we're using this to get seeds off the side of the tube. So far it's been hit or miss. Oh yeah, because it might uncharge the bottom of the tube. It made me moved. We're neutralizing static so I can work with the seeds easier.
It didn't work.
Oh.
But
I know, but like, how do we know it's gonna go through the tube? Like, you know, might not see how they move. I'm not sure, like.
It works?
Work.
Yeah. Only the petals stick on the wall. I think most of the seeds, they drop down.
Good. Alright, the yogurt's been straining for 10 whole hours, so let's see how it looks. Yum. And here's the whey that strained off. So now I'm going to move this into another bowl. Bleh. At this point, there's several different things that could happen. One, you could just pour milk through your sieve and actually have nothing because you didn't actually make yogurt. And so then you need to work on trying to figure out what was going on with your temperatures and stuff. Two, you could have a really thick, chunky yogurt, in which case you can just add some whey back in that what you strained out. Adding whey back in helps it get more smooth and more creamy. You could also just not have strained it enough. When your colander is sitting in this bowl of whey, there's only so many places that whey can go. So it's kind of just hanging out in the whey while you're at work. So what you could do is move off some of this whey that's been strained and then strain it a little bit more. And hopefully then it would thicken up to the thickness that you want. Because Greek yogurt is actually strained multiple times compared to regular yogurt being strained like once or something like that. So basically, if it's not thick enough for you, just strain it some more. This is what I have so far. It's kind of chunky. I'm going to take a whisk and whisk it till it's smooth. Alright, mixed nice and smooth. I don't know if you can tell, but that's 1 quart of yogurt that I just made. Altogether, that comes to less than 30 minutes to make that yogurt. One of the reasons why I make this is because Greek yogurt is so expensive. It's something like, what, $6 or $7 for a quart at the grocery store? And then it's only like $3 for a whole entire gallon of milk. So you can make this Greek yogurt for way cheaper. Some people only buy yogurt in cups, and so they're like, what am I going to do with all of this Greek yogurt? But the great thing about Greek yogurt is it can be used as a substitute for all sorts of different things. I use it instead of mayonnaise on my sandwiches or in different like chicken salads and stuff. You can use it instead of sour cream. You can use it like cream cheese on a bagel. You can just use it for all kinds of things. If you taste this yogurt, it's really bitter, and that's how it's supposed to be. But you can add sugar, I add honey to mine, or I just leave it plain for when I use it as different substitutes in different things. You can also add vanilla or any kinds of fruits or different like strawberry preserves or something and make it a good flavor like you see in the little cups. So now you know how to make yogurt and you can do it yourself. I definitely want to hear if anybody tries this. Be sure to leave some feedback in the comments. It can keep in my fridge for up to a week, but after that it's at your discretion because basically it's just going to be bacteria growing. Then it's going to make it a little more sour and a little more fermented, so it's up to you. I'm going tubing down the river tomorrow with friends, so I need some kind of flotation device. We have lots of different options here. We have the normal rectangle float. We have the small inner tube or the deluxe metallic lounge. I think I might go with the lounge. I don't know, the no-tip swan also looks really nice. She looks like she's having fun. Now it's recording.
Do you need a measuring cup or anything?
So Kristen asked me to show her how to make, what's this called? Kettle corn. So sugary popcorn, basically. So the recipe I have, you're going to use a half cup of kernels, so we're just going to make a quarter cup. So this time, you mix your kernels with half the same amount of sugar. And so you get that all ready before you ever add anything to the oil. Okay, you can turn it off. Okay, add the sugar to the kernels. And then I'm going to add that same amount of sugar. So I'm going to add an eighth a cup of the oil to my pan.
And then he's like, yeah.
Okay.
And he was like looking at himself.
Once it heats up, it's gonna, once it starts to smoke, like as soon as you see like little wisps of anything coming off of your oil, that's when we add the sugar and you stir it really quick and then shut the lid. So I'm gonna go fast.
On high heat?
Medium? I can't remember. We're gonna do medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
it's hot enough.
So what we're gonna do is be really dangerous and go. Mix it. And shake it around.
It smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be?
Yeah. More good background conversation.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's okay. You can't really hear very good from the back of that thing. Like when I'm talking and I like show things, it's like me having a conversation and then I'm kind of telling people. And then it's like me again. We gotta turn it around.
So, is this a
Put it
vlog?
over the heat.
Yes, it is.
Can I get up in it?
So.
Valerie wants to be on the vlog.
This may or may not go on the vlog.
What do you mean? You like my dancing? Yeah, you do.
Of course, I love your dancing.
She's talking about running out back.
I love you dancing too.
What are you doing? What do you do with the
We're
corn?
making kettle corn. There's
trying to
sugar,
keep it-
oil, and kernels in there.
That
right
doesn't
now.
sound healthy.
Oh, it's not.
It's not healthy. It's delicious.
It's not
stuff.
about being healthy.
Why are you guys
It's
doing
dessert.
this? I want food.
Because it'll taste good.
I'm hungry. Stop making sugar and oil together.
It's popping.
It is.
You know you have a small braid that's going into a big braid.
I do. What? Oh my gosh. I should fix
You
that.
should videotape that part.
My bangs are like, I don't know, I have sections of hair that will just fall over here, so if I braid it, it kind of keeps it up.
Now it's going.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, it's all
Now-
happening all at once right now.
You want to see the top? Come watch this.
Yeah.
And see all that sugary goodness coating this pot.
Yeah, you can just wait for it to like stop.
Yeah, stop. You should wait for it.
But we don't want it to burn, so I'm gonna, okay. Shaking it good and,
Now you can tilt it into the, there's a board behind you
okay.
with salt, but salt and sugar go well
Sure,
together.
another pop.
Yay!
Alright, see how it just fell out all sticky?